Hi guys, my name is Precious and I'm a food and lifestyle blogger at preciouscore.com. You're welcome to my kitchen. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make the most delicious fried rice ever. Seriously, I'm going to be making a really good fried rice, basmati rice with chicken, with shrimp, veggies. So tasty, so good. So I'll show you the ingredients we need and then we can start cooking. So you need rice. I have 2.5 cups of basmati rice here. Any other rice could really work, but I think basmati rice is really special for this recipe because of the flavor, because of the way it looks, you know, slender, just so good. If I'm not using basmati rice, I'll probably go with parboiled rice, which is also one of my favorite types of rice. So these are 2.5 cups. Then I have 3 seasoning cubes here, or Maggi. 1 cube is about 4 grams. You could also use like bouillon powder, you know, chicken bouillon powder, to replace this. Then I have here 2 bay leaves. Then I have here about a pound of chicken breast, which I've cut into little bits, like, you know, into like 1-inch slices. This is equal to about half a kilogram of chicken breast. You could also use chicken thighs, you know. The idea is just to use a part of chicken that doesn't have any bone to it. Okay, right here I have my white pepper, which I'm going to freshly grind. I don't know if I already spoke about this, but these are 2 bay leaves for flavor. Then right here I have my ginger, garlic and parsley blend. Okay, now this is from about 5 large garlic cloves and 1-inch of ginger and then 1 sprig of parsley. So I just blended everything together and this gave me about 3 tablespoons of ginger, garlic and parsley blend. So then I have here my shrimp, 1.5 cup of shrimp that has been peeled and deveined, you know. Then I have here half a teaspoon of curry powder. Then I have here about 3/4 of a cup of sweet corn. It was actually frozen, I thawed and rinsed it. Then this is also about 3/4 of a cup of peas, which are equally thawed and rinsed. Then right here I chopped half a large onion. You know, this gave me about a cup of chopped onion. So this is 1 large stem of green onion, which I've also chopped. Right here I have 2 medium carrots chopped, a handful of green beans chopped. Then I have here 1 cup of oil. I'm using canola oil. You could use any oil you want, you know, corn oil, peanut oil, vegetable oil. It really depends on you. Then I have here some salt, some water. That's basically it. Let's make delicious happen. Okay guys, the first thing I'm going to do is season my chicken and shrimp, because a good seasoning is everything. So I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of salt, just about 1/4 teaspoon or less of salt over the chicken. Then a really tiny pinch of salt over the shrimp, because shrimp is seafood. We don't want to over season it. It's already salty on its own. Then I'm going to put some freshly ground white pepper over it, and this will be like about 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper for both the chicken and the shrimp. I love doing the freshly ground style because it really tastes good when it's freshly ground. Now I'm going to add in my garlic and ginger blend, just about half a teaspoon over each. You know, you could use even dry seasoning if you happen to have some, then keep the wet one for the rice later. But I'm putting a little bit of this goodness here because I want this to taste really good. Now what I'm going to do is, starting with the shrimp, I'm just going to mix this to make sure that the seasoning coats every part of it. Now when you mix this, you could let it marinate for about 30 minutes or more, or you could just go ahead and cook it. It really doesn't take anything away from it, you know. Done with the shrimp. Now I'm just going to mix up that chicken so those flavors go around the chicken, you know, because seasoning is everything. You don't want a boring, tasteless chicken. You don't want to taste that. You want to enjoy every bit of the rice that gets into your mouth. Now I'm just going to let this sit here and then we'll proceed with our rice. Now I'm just going to wash the rice until the water is about clear. The idea is to make sure you remove as much starch as you can because you don't want the rice to be sticky when boiled. So I'm just putting in the first. And I'm probably going to wash this about 4 to 5 times just to be really sure. So this is the 5th wash, and I'm just taking out the water just like I did when I washed it the first, second, third and fourth time. So you can see it's much more clearer than it was before. And that's just it. Our rice is clean. So this is my rice, all washed and clean, now in the pot. So I'm just adding in here, my husband helping me to adjust the pot there. So I'm just adding in here 2 cups of water, and I'm probably going to cook this rice with about 4 cups of water, but I don't want to add too much water from the start because this is basmati rice. You have to be careful. So the idea is to cook to use about 1 1/4 cups of water to about 1.5 cups of water per 1 cup of rice, you know. So since this is 2.5 cups of rice, it will take about 4 cups of water. So 2 cups of water are in there right now. Then I'm going to put in, you want to make sure that the rice is really flavored, because you're not just going to boil rice in plain old water and expect it to taste good. No, we want to season this rice to the T. So 1 teaspoon of salt. We are not adding any salt again in our entire cooking. Okay, then I'm adding in 2 bay leaves, then 1/2 teaspoon of curry powder. Then I'm going to add in my Maggi, which is what we love using in Africa. This seasoning cube, we cook like almost everything with this for some reason. So I'm adding in 3 of this. So, and sometimes I'll just let my kids peel the Maggi for me. They'll peel, and my middle girl is going to lick her fingers. I think I used to do that too when I was little, you know, just like licking, because he has like, it's so tasty. Okay, right now I'm just going to give this a mix, and the other part of the Maggi that is not quite scattered is going to dissolve as we cook. Now just give this a nice mix. Then I'm going to set this on high to start cooking. When it starts to boil, I'll turn it to medium heat and let it cook. When the water is all down, I'm going to show you guys, then we are going to add a little bit more water and cook it to perfection. So I've turned it to high, then we'll just cover this here and cook. Okay, while my rice is cooking on the other burner, I'm going to go ahead and start cooking my shrimp and chicken. So I'm just adding the oil to my pan. I love using a white pan, and it's also a non-stick pan. It's just ideal for fried rice. If you have like a wok, that will work as well. So I'll let the oil heat up for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm going to put in the shrimp. Now my oil has heated up, so I'm going to add in the shrimp. And I'm going to let this cook for about 4 minutes in the oil. Halfway through, I'm going to flip to the other side. Then I'm going to take it out after about 4 minutes or so. So this is my rice. Halfway through, the water is all dry, but it's not yet done. So I'm going to go in with some more water. Probably about 2 cups, but I'll see if it needs the whole 2 cups. So I'm just adding in like the first cup of water. Oops. So I've added in 1 more cup more. I'm going to let this cook down, and then I'll see if I need another cup. You know, the idea is just to add water slowly so you don't make the rice mushy. I'm just flipping the shrimp onto the other side. And I like it a little tough, you know, not just soft. I like it a little tough, so I like the texture when it's tough, and that's the way we all like it here. So just taking out my shrimp now. It's perfect, just the way I love it. I mean, I don't know, I just want to dig into this and just start eating it. And thank God my girls are not here. If they were here, they could finish this shrimp before I cook it. A lot of times I have to fight to make sure that the shrimp gets to the actual food, because when I cook shrimp like this, they are just crazy about it. So good. So I take out every single one of them, just the way we like it. So right now it's time for the chicken, straight into the oil too. And this will also cook for about 4 minutes or 5 minutes, you know. When it's cooked on one side, I'm going to flip to the other side. Same thing like the shrimp. Then I'm going to take it out when it's all done. Now let's check out the rice. So this is what our rice looks like at this point. You know, it's so tasty. I've tasted it. Now I'm not going to add any more water, but I'm just going to leave it to sit in here, because when it sits, it's going to get a little softer and it will be perfect. Because with from experience, when you taste it and it's a little hard at this stage, you add in more water, it's going to turn mushy. So the idea is just to leave it sit and absorb its own moisture, then it's going to be perfect. So I'm going to just open it up and then I'll let it be, you know, as it is. Turn off the heat. Oh, I've not turned off the heat, so I'll just let it. So our rice is all done. Now let's face the other pot. We'll only be mixing the rice again when we add it to the ingredients in the pot. So one side of this bad boy is ready. Just going to flip to the other side. And I love the browning on the chicken. To me, I love the texture that way. But if you like your chicken soft, then don't let it brown to this point. You know, I love it tough. I mean, we are used to like tough meat. We don't like it like all soft on the inside. No. When it's hard, that's good. So I'll just flip this and let it cook on the other side for probably about 2 minutes. Then our chicken will be good to go. My chicken is all done. I love it. And this is just my technique with making chicken. When it toughens up a little bit, the flavor is just so good, you know. Taking everything out. Now let the frying begin. I'm going to put in my onion and green onion. And I'm going to fry this for about 3 minutes until the onion is nice and translucent. Then I'm going to add in the garlic and ginger paste that we have. Just a note about our rice. I opened this up on as in a salad bowl. A tray is ideal, you know, just to make sure that air passes through it. You know, sometimes you could do the rice like a day before and keep when the rice is cold. It's really good for fried rice. But since I'm not doing this like a day before, I'm going to be frying it right away. I just opened it up so a little bit of air passes through the rice and it cools it down a little bit before we fry. Our onion is nice and fragrant, it's translucent, it's perfect. So I'm just going to add in my garlic, ginger, parsley blend. Going to fry it to bring out that flavor that is to die for. It smells so good. It's increasing the heat. Now I'm letting this cook in here for about 3 minutes too. Then I'll start adding in the vegetables. So that is looking good. I'm going to add in the carrot and green beans. Stir. Then the corn and the peas. Oops, there was a little water in there. Then no problem though. Then I just like to put a little bit of white pepper over the vegetables, you know, just a little bit to give them some more flavor. That is looking good. Now my chicken and shrimp come back right in. Mix everything together. Then my rice. So I'm taking out the bay leaf because they've done their job. Then I'm just putting in that rice goodness in here. Just going to mix everything until well incorporated. I mean, the rice on its own tastes amazing. Then when combined with all this, oh my god, it is epic. Just look at that. So good. Look at how perfect that rice is. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited, you guys. This is better than anything you get in a restaurant, trust me. You know, just make yours at home. Just do it at home. Just do it at home. Do it yourself. And once I mix it and you know everything just sizzles together with the rice, I turn off the heat because I want those vegetables to keep looking green and vibrant. I don't want them to turn from green to brown. That is perfect. I'm not going to taste because I already tasted the rice and it was well seasoned. So everything here is just perfect, you guys. Look at that. So it's time to taste. Oh my god. I cannot wait to dig in. First of all, this looks beautiful. I mean, you see it and you just want to eat. Ooh, all those vegetables. It smells so good. What kind of goes here? I'm gonna reach out for some shrimp. Some chicken. So good. I mean, why cook rice with only chicken if you can use chicken and shrimp, or why cook rice with only shrimp if you can use it together with chicken? This combination is just to die for. So tasty, so full of flavor, so good. I hope you guys enjoyed spending time with me. Go into your kitchen and make some delicious fried rice. It is so good, better than what you would take out of a restaurant. So epic, so amazing. Make it for some guests, make it for a party, make it at home and enjoy, make it for your kids, make it for your family. So delicious. For the full recipe, be sure to check out my blog, preciouscore.com. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, leave your comments below, let me know what you think. And if you've not subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.